In today's video, we're going to be going over the top 5 lowriders in GTA 5 Online. I know lowriders came out a very long time ago, but the thing is, lowriders really aren't all that expensive. So if you want a really cool car, you should definitely consider purchasing a lowrider. So today, I'm going to be telling you 5 lowriders that you should consider purchasing in GTA 5 Online. With that said, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and without further ado, let's get into it. First up, we have the Albany Manana, or the Manana Custom. Now, this vehicle is awesome. It's one of the OG lowriders in GTA 5, even before lowriders came out. Now, a couple weeks ago, I think, I uploaded a video talking about this car, and I was like, I wish it was a lowrider. Then I found out it's been a lowrider for a while. I just had no idea. Now, a really long time ago, before lowriders came out, you would always find this vehicle parked here on Grove Street, and me and my friends always used to pretend that this was a lowrider, because it was just that OG vehicle that everybody really loved to drive around. Now, it is somewhat expensive. I guess Rockstar realized that everybody really liked this vehicle back then because it really felt like one of the only lowriders in GTA 5. So they made the price to upgrade it about $925,000, way more than practically every other lowrider that we have in GTA 5. But I would say it's worth it because, like I said, it's one of those OG vehicles. It looks really cool. It has a bunch of different customizations you could put on it, and I'm telling you, you'll definitely have a lot of fun driving it around. Plus, lowriders are pretty cool. Next up, we have probably one of my favorite lowriders in GTA 5. That's going to be the Albany Buccaneer Custom. Now, you guys can buy it for $29,000, or you could find it on the street partially upgraded, which isn't bad. If you want to find it, you could just drive around the hood and you should find one at some point. Now, if you guys do want to upgrade it, it's going to cost you only $390,000 to upgrade it to the Benny's version of a lowrider, making the grand total only $419,000 for this insane vehicle. Then you guys can throw a bunch of really cool upgrades on it, customize the interior, throw some ice in the back seats, and you're gonna have a really awesome lowrider. I'd say out of every other lowrider in the game, this one is definitely one of the fan favorites. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just really cool, and everybody seems to love it. Next up, we have the Willys Faction Custom. Now, this is also a really awesome lowrider. You've probably seen it in a ton of different music videos as well. It's also another fan favorite. So if you guys did want to purchase this vehicle, you could buy it for $36,000 base. I'm not sure if you could find it on the street. I don't really think I've ever seen them, so I doubt you actually can. And if you guys want to upgrade it to the Benny's version, it'll only cost you $335,000, which isn't bad at all, making the grand total $371,000 for this amazing vehicle. Now, you guys probably saw in the back over there, there were some donks. Yes, this is the only vehicle in GTA 5 that you could put donks on. So if you did want to upgrade this vehicle and put donks on it, you're going to look at spending right around $695,000 in order to upgrade it to that version. And honestly, I do say it's worth it. It's pretty cool having those big ass wheels on it. It still has right around the same amount of customization options. The only difference is you get those massive wheels. So if you want that, you're gonna have to spend about double the money on it, with a grand total of about $731,000, which is a pretty significant amount. But honestly, the lowrider version is pretty damn cool still, so I would suggest just getting a lowrider, but if you want the donks, why not go all the way? Next up, we have the Albany Virgo Classic Custom. This is another really awesome lowrider in GTA 5. It's a little bit more expensive to buy the base vehicle. It'll cost you about $165,000, but don't worry, because Rockstar was actually pretty decent at pricing things back then. So you spent more on the base vehicle, which means the actual upgrade price to become a lowrider is much cheaper. It's only $240K, which isn't bad. So the grand total for the upgrade cost is only about $405,000. It's definitely in like the top 7 or 8 cheapest Benny's vehicles in GTA 5 Online, which is pretty awesome. So if you wanted to get a lowrider and you didn't want to spend too much money, this one is definitely a great budget buy. And obviously it has a ton of upgrade potential as well. It looks really cool, and honestly, you'll love any of the vehicles in this video. They're all pretty awesome, but this one is definitely one of the cheaper options. And finally, we have the Vapid Chino Custom, another really awesome lowrider in GTA 5. This is another fan favorite, and I honestly love it as well. Now, just like the Virgo, this one costs a fair bit to buy outright, $225,000. But like I said, Rockstar back then was decent at pricing vehicles, so the upgrade cost is only $180,000. This is the 5th cheapest Benny's vehicle in GTA 5 Online. You're only going to spend $405,000 as well total to upgrade it into the Benny's Lowrider version, which is just awesome. Guys, it's crazy to think that back then, some people actually used to think this stuff was expensive. If you had a lowrider back in the day, you'd be spending well over like 1.5, around $1.6 million maybe upgrading it, and people thought that shit was expensive, which is just insane to me. But once again, the Chino is obviously another really awesome lowrider in GTA 5. It kind of resembles the front end of the Voodoo as well, so honestly, I would suggest buying this one over the Voodoo. I'm not a huge fan of that one. I think I love this one a lot more. So if you did want to purchase one, any of the 5 that are in this video, I would say are great options. Now, the best part is you're not going to spend well over like $2 million on each of these vehicles. You can honestly customize them however you want, and most of them will be under like 1.5 million, which is pretty great. So honestly, I would suggest buying one. Let me know what you guys think of these vehicles down below in the comment section if you guys are going to buy one in the future, and I will catch you guys in the next video. By the way, be sure to check out DigiZani. They'll hook you up with tons of discounted games, gaming accessories, discounted gift cards, and in-game currency for dozens of your favorite games. Don't forget to use code ItzFrolickz at checkout for a 10% discount.